Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Zoo by James Patterson and Michael Ledwidge. And guess what? I'm here at the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina. In Zoo, animals are going crazy. Around the world, there is an uprising in animal attacks against humans. Not just a few attacks here and there, but attacks verging on the thousands. For years, biologist Jackson Oz has been trying to share his theories with the government, but no one has stopped to listen. As the attacks increase and it's obvious that animals around the world are acting unusually, people begin to listen. The problem? What is causing this unusual activity? And more importantly, how do humans stop it? So that's it for a quick summary about what the book is about. Throughout this review, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys some zoo animals, and I hope you all enjoy. This book was a real page-turner. It was extremely quick and easy to read. It was in no way boring. In fact, the whole scenario of animals going crazy I found to be very fascinating, and it seriously caused me to think, could this really happen? And I certainly hope not. I have 3 cats. I don't need to wake up one day with them ripping my face off. The whole book was quite chilling. Most books in this genre tend to be focused on viral outbreaks or terrorism, so it was refreshing to see something a bit different. I think we as humans tend to underappreciate animals and what they are capable of, so the situations in this novel are kind of shocking and unbelievable on occasion. Even though the animals are a big part of the problem in this book, the book is really more a commentary on human progress and our advancements with electricity and how this is affecting the Earth's biosphere. How this notion of the advancements of humanity connect to the animal population is overall very interesting. And I really felt like Patterson and Ledwidge did their research. It wasn't like they were just throwing out random facts and figures. These facts and figures all made sense within the plot. This is my first James Patterson novel, and I'm of the firm belief that James Patterson just isn't for me. I really did not like his writing style that much. How he would word character descriptions were just kind of weird and awkward sometimes, and he used an awful lot of pop culture references. And I thought he used humor in inappropriate areas. And the biggest issue I had with this novel was my love-hate of the protagonist Jackson Oz. I seriously did not really like his character that much for a good portion of the novel. To be honest, Oz was very annoying for the first half. I'll just make a leap and say that Oz's characteristics early in the novel were very purposeful, because in the second half of the novel he goes through some major changes in his life that result in him suddenly becoming a whole new character. But still, Oz was the protagonist, so what I'm trying to say is that I felt like Oz was 2 totally different people over the course of the novel, and it was hard to connect those 2 personalities as one person. Before you read this novel, I will say I will give you a warning. If you're someone who does not like excessive animal violence, you're really going to dislike this book. There's many occasions where shotguns are blasting off animals' faces. There's a part where someone's shooting a shotgun right at a dog's face. There's another part with a shotgun right at a lion's face. It all gets really gross and uncomfortable at a point. Oz even comments at one point when he's about to kill a lion, "PETA, forgive me." If you're an animal lover in general, this book is just very disturbing, which it's supposed to be. But it got to a point that I thought the violence against animals was a bit too much. Kids might see the title of this book and think, oh, a story about a zoo. Let me tell you right now, parents, do not let your child read this book. One of the most exciting parts of the novel is when Oz travels to Africa early in the novel, and he's running away from some crazy lions. That whole part was very intense, very dramatic, and I found myself flipping the pages constantly. But then, after this point in the book, nothing else of interest really happens. Oz goes to constant meetings with other scientists, and they're trying to figure out how to control the animal population. And a lot of times, my favorite parts of the novel didn't even involve Oz. I enjoyed the parts where the narrative would shift to some other random person. For instance, there's a narrative told by a man who gets hunted down by some wolves. There's another part with a woman who nearly gets killed by some gorillas and rhinos. And there's even a really scary, intense part where some guys are on a boat and they get attacked by, like, dozens of dolphins. The ending of this book was very interesting as well. Most books in this genre have some sort of conclusive ending. The problems are fixed, the villains are vanquished.
But in Zoo, humanity is the villain, and that means there is no end. So without spoiling anything, the book ends kind of in a rather depressing manner, and you really have no sense of hope whatsoever. The book kind of leaves you more with this sense of what can you do personally to help with the world. Overall, I did find more issues with this book than I would have liked. Like I said, the overall premise was excellent. I just think the whole execution of the plot was kind of weak, and it didn't help that Oz seemed to be two different people. Plus, I love animals, and this upset me in a few places. It's still a great page-turner though. If you're looking for a quick, high-speed read, then I suggest you buy this. I'm very 50-50 with this book, I'll say. There were elements that were great, but then other things that weren't so great.
So that's it for my review of Zoo, guys. As you can see, my hair is a mess, and I'm quite embarrassed to even show you what my real hair even looks like. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!